Welcome to Yellow Room Recording Presents. I'm Peter Rodecker, and my guest today is St. Paul de Vence. How did this project start?
Oh boy. It started as a side project. I had a solo thing going and had a band that Mike here and Alex played in. Mike was on keys, much like he is in this band, and Alex was playing bass. And I cut this EP because my grandfather had these stories he wanted to tell about his war experience from the south of France. He grew up in the south of France, was born there, and came of age under occupation, and fought with the Free French and had these stories to tell. And so I interviewed him and had all these tapes and was writing these songs, and I cut this 3-song EP, just decided to make it and have this little side thing. And we all, Alex and Mike and I got together with kind of this similar looking pile of instruments and a toy piano, which didn't make it on this trip, but decided to try out the songs and just kind of play around with them because I wanted to hear what they sounded like, and these guys were game. And then suddenly we weren't doing Benjamin Doerr stuff anymore, and St. Paul de Vence happened. I don't really know where it shifted, but it sort of morphed in this way that was kind of just worked. Yeah.
Are all of the songs based on stories from his experience?
Mostly on the record that we have out, that we put out last year. Yeah, I mean they're all at least inspired by that. There's a few tunes that aren't like real tight to his specific story, but come from the inspiration of that storyline. Yeah.
How do you make the decision between balancing fact and fiction?
Oh, I don't. I lie a lot. Yeah. No, and that was kind of the whole idea from the beginning. No, I don't lie a lot. But, as an example, there's a song called On a Sea. The line is, "On a sea is on fire." And that's what shaped the whole song, is that chorus line. And I started singing it. It sounded cool. And then I was like, oh, that's totally not the town where this story happened. But On a Sea was the town I could think of while I was writing it because I have family there as well. And so I was just like, I'm keeping that. I'm not going to change it to Toulon, because Toulon is on fire doesn't sound as cool. It doesn't fit the music. So, yeah, there's moments like that. But for the most part, there's I'm really telling his story. It's really inspired by his thing.
Did you have a tight relationship with him?
I still do. Yeah, he's still around. And he's lived in the States all of my life and all of my mom's life. He moved in 47 after the war. Moved pretty quick. And came to the States. And so, yeah, I've been close with him growing up and still very close with him.
Is he a musician?
He's not, no. But I do have a concertina that my grandmother bought him. He never played it. Made it to my brother. I stole it from him, and now we play it in the bands.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And we got to meet him at one of the shows.
Yeah,
he came. Candlelight one, right?
Yeah, he came out to Tacoma this summer.
After we'd been doing stuff for a while.
Yeah, which
so
was
that
really
was a cool.
What did he say about
full
it?
circle thing.
He loves it. I mean, grandparents, I think he's mostly just, I've said this before, I think he's just delighted I'm not in a reggae band or a hard rock band, But no, he loves it, and he feels very honored by the stories, and he helped me write the French lyrics of Pink Wine. Hearing it, being able to see the stuff with KEXP that we've done, the radio stuff, and hearing about us playing some bigger shows, I think is really cool that his story has kind of spurred this thing. I think he feels honored by that.
So what song are you going to play today?
We're going to play a song called Pink Wine, and this song is sort of loosely based on my grandfather's chronology in the south of France, but at the core of the song is really the idea behind, during the occupation, they banned music and dance and fun and anything really enjoyable. And so they would have these secret kind of barn burners, or little, they'd sneak into someone's basement or out into the countryside into someone's barn, and someone would have an accordion or a guitar or a violin, and they'd just have a party and dance, and that was the big, proverbial middle finger to the occupation. And I loved that idea, that the way they fought it was through music. To me, that spoke. So I wanted to write a song about that, so that the chorus, the French lyrics, are essentially about how, you can't take our song away, you bastards, is what it says in the end. So, yeah. I was born in the dim glow of autumn light, with the tune of an accordion and the taste for pink wine. As a young man, my legs, they learned to dance, and my lips at any chance would steal a little bit of innocence. But my clothes, they were hand-sewn. Some of my food was stolen. But that was how we learned to live then. What did you expect from the occupation? Vous marcherez un long chemin silence. Mon pays m'a donné cette chanson. Toujours je chanterai, vous salauds. Kept the radio low and the curtains drawn close. It could be your friend, you never knew in the end what was what and for sure. We would ride our bikes to the countryside where an old tin band put fire in the night with a tune so deep you could see it in our eyes. It was the way we'd chosen to find. Vous n'aurez jamais ma chanson. Vous marcherez un long chemin. Mon pays m'a donné cette chanson. Toujours je chanterai, vous salauds. Toujours je chanterai.